We recently conducted a series of interviews with the CEO of PeopleWorks International regarding the challenges companies currently face achieving world-class performance and profitability. Today's segment is a portion of an interview with Matt Briggs, one of PeopleWorks' experts on supply chain management, regarding how to achieve optimal supply chain performance. Matt, when you're out in the field with companies like Trinity Industries, Toyota, Caterpillar, how often do you see companies with supply chain inefficiencies?
It's actually a great question, Mike. Surprisingly, it's very often. Whether it be a systems or a process problem, supply chain really is an area in an organization that can connect the dots all the way from innovation all the way to the customer straight through the organization, and it can give us great insight into their overall performance. As you know, for large organizations, a lot of times it can be something as simple as an inventory management system, maybe a supply chain management program, but sometimes it can be as big and as significant as an entire business intelligence implementation. Sometimes, though, although it's not one of these big systems problems, it can be as simple as some core processes and a dedicated customer focus. What we do see is one of the biggest causes of a poor or inefficient supply chain often comes back to a lack of customer focus.
Okay, well, Matt, how do you help an organization become more customer focused, and what impact would that have then on the supply chain?
Well, Mike, I'll break that into kind of two parts, the customer part, and then number two, talk about how that ties to supply chain. Ultimately, in supply chain, we look at it as a concept within the organization. There are internal and external customers, and everybody within the organization is either doing one of two things. They're either serving the external customer, or we feel that they need to be serving someone who is serving the external customer. And so this concept of internal and external customers can have a great effect on an efficient supply chain. But it's clear on number two, it's clear that supply chain inefficiencies have a huge effect on the customer, which can lead to dissatisfaction and ultimately a decrease in profitability, which doesn't help us sustain long-term success. So like everything we do at PeopleWorks, we want to go in and we want to measure this first. We want to assess, find the root causes, and then help the organization and partner with them to develop a strategic plan for improvements that will help customer satisfaction and bottom line performance.
If you're interested in identifying areas where strategic changes can result in greater performance, profitability, and a more engaged workforce, call us today at 800-505-3978. Also, stay tuned for our next message describing how PeopleWorks has helped great companies in difficult circumstances achieve exceptional results by integrating leadership, process, and technology.